Okay, we just talk?
Tony.
Welcome to our very first official Team Gogo podcast. It's not official. We don't really have a podcast, but we do now. We will in 5 minutes. Hi, everyone.
Hi. Hi there. Hi.
So this is so cool. So I thought it was really awesome that we get to introduce ourselves from different corners of the world. I want the furthest one to start, and that's Anna.
Okay, I'm already famous being Anna the Russian, which is total truth.
Which is further from here than Romania. That's why she starts.
Yes. So anyway, Anna the Russian, I actually started all my real estate in Toronto, and that's where I worked with Georgette. Moved to Florida, thinking, you know what, I'm done, I'm retiring, but guess what? That didn't happen.
You don't know how to do nothing?
They found me again, and now I'm here. So I moved to Florida. I'm on the Space Coast, and I'm so excited to be here today with all of you guys.
That's awesome.
Well, welcome here. I'll go next because I'm from Romania. And that's very close to Russia, right? Right next door. We have a little country in between us, Moldova and Ukraine. So Transylvania, Romania, Gogo. I moved to Michigan. And then from Michigan, I also moved to Florida because Florida is the place to be. It's sunny and 75 all the time. I love it here. I'm licensed in Michigan, though I'm not licensed in Florida. And that's, I guess, it for me. So who's, Canada. Canada's next.
Canada. Hi, guys. Georgette Marcuzzi from Toronto, Ontario. And my heart is here in Florida, so I will be arriving. I'm not sure when, but I'm also working on getting my license out here in Florida to being with you guys. But we're global, so it's really nice to make all the connections we're making these past few days. Just excited to be here and have this opportunity. So thanks, guys.
Ah, that's awesome. Kelly, New York.
New York. Hi, guys. Kelly Hall from New York. And I handle the Central New York area and the Finger Lakes as well. So I just love my lakes and love what it does to your soul. It's very much like what you feel like on the beach. I lived in New York City for about 10 years before moving home for all the things and all the family things. So I just am so excited to be in the room with all of my Team Gogo, all of our EXP fam, and just to be able to learn as much as we will, connect as much as we do. And I am so excited to meet people from all around the world.
That's awesome. And our one and only real local Floridian.
Yes, I'm born and raised in Florida. Born in the capital, actually, Tallahassee, and then moved to Ocala, which is about an hour and 11 minutes from where we are today in Orlando. I have been in real estate 7 years, and the 6th year was the best, and I cannot wait to see what happens in my 7th year because we have crazy good people around us.
Yes, we do.
That's the truth.
I love what we get to do here. So what should we talk about today? What do you think the world wants to hear?
Opportunity.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Go.
Go.
Your idea.
I'll go. Okay, opportunity. You know what? Well, we make our opportunities. I really believe that our choices, whether we, depending whatever direction we do take, it all leads us to opportunity. And sometimes we have to decide on which direction to go. And again, find the opportunity in every situation, even if things are not going very well, always find that opportunity. So if there's anything I can tell you over the last few years is there have been many opportunities that I have looked for very deep, and I'm glad that I took some chances, and one of them was switching over to EXP, and that is what I feel was an opportunity, just to be connected with everyone, go global, and so that is the opportunity I took.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And if I can dovetail off of that, Georgia,
Totally.
The opportunity, so the Chinese character, have you guys heard this before, where the characters for the word crisis in the Oriental culture, it means opportunity. And so I love it because when I started in real estate, I had a family crisis happen throughout, and I truly believe that real estate, and I don't want to sound corny about it, but it really did save my life. Just to keep going, and the opportunity was here to continue the momentum, the movement, and thinking about it and tying it into real estate, our market. We're in this crisis state. We're in I keep hearing a housing crisis, especially in central New York.
Don't listen to the news.
No, I haven't listened to the news in years. but it's all the chatter from people talking in our industry. And so it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for people that seek the opportunity and can dive in. And I think one of the biggest changes in my career, not only like joining up with everybody, was the referral-based businesses here that we have, and the opportunity that my business tripled just linking up and having our Team Gogo family continuously just stay on top of the referrals. Everyone knows I'm in Central New York, and I have been fed, and I love to feed. I love to spend that like half hour to an hour to scour who's looking for who, and then just connect with our people. And it is, and I think that you just really have to keep that mindset of look for the opportunity in the crisis, and the fact that those two are connected.
And I feel like human connection is what gives you opportunities in this life, right?
Yeah.
And I feel bad for the people who don't understand going to events. Yes, and it's an expense, right? But if you don't come, you never meet these people in person.
That's
and
right.
you don't get to form relationships. So when you are cruising that internet and be like, oh, that's right, Amber is in Ocala. You see a lead, you're like, Amber, here you go, right? But if you never met Amber, you wouldn't know she's in Ocala, right?
That's
and you
right.
wouldn't be able to be there for each other. That's why I think it's so important to be able to truly build a tribe that's supportive. But I feel like you can only really do that if you actually go out of your way to meet others, right? So then you can give and they can give, and then we all win. But I want to go back to that opportunity thing. I was a teenager once, weren't we all, right? And I wanted to go to this party, and I asked my dad if I could go, and he goes, well, and they weren't like the best kids to hang around with, right? And my dad goes, well, it's your own life. You can beep it up however you want to, right? And that I literally have a t-shirt. I have it printed in a t-shirt now, because I think it's so important to realize that any decision you make, it will going to have a side effect on your life, right? So if you decide not to go to this place or this party or this event or something that you got invited to, you don't know who you were supposed to meet there. You don't know what, through that connection, what opportunities you didn't give to yourself just because you decided to stay home to save $300, right? So, and also it takes money to make money. Right? That's I think another lesson. It took me a very long time to learn is to I've been broke for so long, coming from communism, right? Never had anything. Then when I did, I just held on to it, because what if it's not there tomorrow? But you really need to spend on yourself so you can go to these places and you can meet these people and you can experience the lessons that you're supposed to learn. And going back to the crisis, every time I have some sort of a crisis, I always look at it, okay, there's a lesson I haven't learned yet. What is God trying to teach me, right? And as soon as you learn that lesson, you're like, okay, never gonna happen again, because now I know the lesson, right? I learned it.
I was going to share something like this candle that we're sitting at. It's blue, and it makes me think of like opportunity and the blue ocean. Before coming to EXP, I had no idea, no knowledge. And knowledge, like there's a scripture that says, for the lack of knowledge, people perish. So like perish is like the pain, the poverty,
I know.
like for lack of knowledge. So like where we are at, the culture that is here, it is opposite of a poverty mindset. There's opportunity that is endless for us. And so the blue ocean, like there is, you can totally forget competing with other people because you are in a blue ocean where you can do whatever you desire to do.
There's enough for all of us.
And there's and you feel that. See, I think before I came on, you're skeptical of it, and you go, okay, what is this really about? And I was not an EXP agent before I came to my first event, which was Build. And I think as a virtual,
remember meeting you.
And it was like a virtual, you got this virtual broker. I found Gogo on, Instagram. I'm learning more about real estate than my current brokerage, and then I'm like, I just have to, the only way I'm going to make this decision is I go and sit in the room, and I'm in the room. The energy is unparalleled to anything. Absolutely. And then there's energy even with our, when we're on our Zooms, it's there too. But holy heck, does it really come to life when you're actually at these events? And it does. It is an investment in yourself, and you get some time away.
It's a write-off, people.
It's a write-off, and you get to reset and just enjoy. And like you said, there's so much opportunity with the referrals.
Big time. You can't replace human connection.
No.
I mean, human connection, the bond, like Gogo, being in person, meeting people, it's not the same. But if you do have that bond, like we already do, just having the culture that we've all established, and thanks to EXP, but we all are creating EXP. Like this, we're bringing EXP to life. So I'm just so grateful, so blessed. for taking the opportunity.
Actually, someone commented today because I shared a video yesterday coming a day early so I can hang with you, right, to get to know you. And she's like, you did that for your agent you never met before? I'm like, yeah. Like, we are truly building a family here, right? So it's like, I love hanging with you guys. And I love getting to know people. And I also know that when I come to an event, I get pulled to a million directions. So I wouldn't have the time of the day. Not because I don't want to, it's because I just couldn't. Yeah. Right? So it was so fun to spend some time with you yesterday.
It's so funny. I think the accessibility, too, I think you bring up a really great point. I think when you think of the top producers and the people that are moguls in businesses, you've got how many now? 16?
Shut a few down, but so let's say 6.
But people that are so busy doing the transactions as well as running businesses, you think, oh gosh, they're not going to have the time of day for me. But I will text Gogo, and Gogo will respond in that moment or like a few minutes later, and I'm going, now that's a commitment. You're making a commitment to the people that you're partnered with, and it's a true partnership that I feel like, it's hard to match that.
And that was one of the reasons why I removed myself from production, right? Because I figured when I got into, or when I switched to EXP, I was an individual agent with Christy, kind of like an assistant / TC / everything doer, right? And I was like, okay, well, if we are growing this fast, like I would come off of a Zoom call and I have 49 text messages. I'm like, I can't. Right? And on top of it, I'm supposed to go sell a house and then negotiate and market and go back. And like, humanly impossible, right? And I take my business partnerships very seriously, right? Like, so I want to be there for you. If you text and you need me, right? Sometimes Christy gets back and Dwayne gets back. If I'm on a live call, I can be like, excuse me, everyone, let me get back to Kelly very quick. Yeah. Right? But I truly try my best to get back to everyone like as soon as I can. But what allows me to do that, I should say, is because I did remove myself from production, because I did build a system, because I did hire a lot of people, a lot of assistants who said, remove those everyday tasks. So then this is my job. Text you back is my full-time job. Yeah.
And that's an inspiration too. I think we're all trying to build that too, and trying to relinquish as much of those task-oriented things where you can scale and like build, duplicate, so you can actually be present. So I appreciate the leadership example, because I want to be accessible to the people that have said yes to EXP and to partner and link arms with me. But it is a build. It's a new full-time job.
But I love it, so it doesn't feel like a job. So what if our listeners are like brand new and they need like, how do I get to where I'm going? What would be like maybe 1, 2, or 3 lessons that you must do this?
I would say you definitely need to be open-minded. Just don't be in your box, because I know everybody else have family, mommy, daddy, kids, dogs, I don't know, grandmas, everything, the job, the school. I mean, you can go on, everybody have that. Yeah. But if you remove yourself just for yourself to be happy, because this is the choice you really have to make. They want to be happy, or they want to just work for life, love for work, Yeah. It will never end. Yeah. So if you see the opportunity, and maybe you're listening to us right now, you know what? Go and grab it. Go look into it, try it, feel it, meet the people. Besides the Zoom and everything.
Exactly.
You just don't know where you're going to end up. Because what we do right now, everybody sitting at this table, and I truly believe I can see the faces. Thanks God I can see the faces. We are the happy people. Because we're doing what we love. Yeah. And again, if you don't do what you love, you'll just never get there. Mm-hmm. Or even if you get there, you wouldn't be happy. You wouldn't be happy. Yes, you will be exhausted, you'll be miserable, and then you will think, oh my God, why I'm doing this again? Mm-hmm. So for me, the very, very good things, of course, contact us, call us, talk to us, look at us. And another thing, you guys all know, real estate, everybody's super competitive.
Yes.
Always competitive. Nobody wants to help you, especially when who are you, how long you've been in this business. No. Yeah, not here. That's where I'm trying to go, and that's what I'm trying to say, not here. Here, everybody wants you to grow and be better than they are.
Best feeling.
Because it benefits everybody, especially you. You can be proud of yourself, you can keep your head high. And again, you get your happy.
Collaboration over competition.
Exactly. But you get happy from it, like you get off on that. Just being proud of you.
I just love cheering you guys on Instagram whenever I see somebody's closing a house, or they've got a new business partner. It's like, yes, you're doing it. And that's the momentum. It's easier. The ball's going to go faster when it's in motion. Yeah. And so I feel like
and when we're all pushing it.
When we're all pushing it, you can really feel it. Yeah. And I would say, and it's going to be very quick, because I know that you guys have your advice. time is the one thing we cannot get back, and I think if somebody's going to be starting in this industry, to do your homework on who you're going to partner with. Who, if you're joining a team, know your costs up front, because every market, every board is going to have their costs. So make sure that if you're weaning off of a 9-to-5, that you budget 3 months, budget 6 months, budget a year. It does take a little while to ramp up. So if you're doing that, I would definitely recommend don't jump ship like I did. And I had $4 in my account, but I had to make it work. And that's how God works in my life. Fire under my tush, and I get it done.
Oh, yeah.
But not everybody's like that. So I'd say make sure you've got your cushion and be completely committed to what you're learning, how you're growing, and who you're growing with. Because, again, time is, I wish that I had started my career, but again, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
I made great relationships with my previous brokerage. I worked, during the pandemic from home. And they were my friends. It was all great. But in business-wise, it is something that you're investing your time, and it is your money, but it's also very precious on this mortal earth.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I was going to say, I got a message yesterday on my Instagram. I posted a reel, and it was of me and my son, who's 4 years old, and he was fishing on the dock. And so in the caption, I had put, like, 2 years ago, this opportunity would have never come to me, because I couldn't see that moment at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. If he's like, "Mommy, can we go fishing?" Yes, we can. Amazing. 2 years ago, that did not exist.
Because you're in the grind, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that it's so vital who you surround yourself with, that they are modeling for you what you want to become, because the opportunity is there, but you have to have the culture and the support and the vision to be able to believe that you too can do it. If they can do it, so can I,
Yeah.
And I think that's sometimes people get caught, like, are you guys hiring new agents? Yes, we are hiring new agents. Like, we don't know if you could be amazing or if you might suck. You get to determine that, we are always hiring new agents, and the opportunity here with education and the training, like, everyone else has already done it for you. You get to decide if you're going to do it for yourself.
It is up to you. You can dial it up.
And show up, right? Like, sometimes I feel like I had someone texting me, what's going on? Where's everybody? And I'm like, just check the chat. She's like, I can't keep up.
Well,
and
that's
I
up
can?
to you.
Exactly.
It is
You
up
know
to
what I mean?
you.
It is up to you. So you have to meet, like, the opportunity creates itself. You have to meet it halfway. You can't, in Hungarian we say, I can't chew it. Like, I already chewed it for you. All you need to do is swallow it.
Yeah,
Right?
and that's
like, when the bird feeds the baby, it's like, hey, I put it in your mouth. Could you just swallow it?
Yeah.
Right? But so you have to pull your weight.
Yeah.
You
It's
can't
the
expect
fairest-
everything is just show up in your calendar.
No, and Cody says this all the time too. It's the fairest industry in the world. The more you dial it up, the more that you're going to get. And if you dial it down, if you don't do that, it's going to match your energy level, your action steps, your level of, like, commitment, and everything that you're putting into it. I saw it.
I always say your bank account matches your work ethic.
Yeah.
It's very true.
Say that again?
Your bank account matches your work ethic.
You get what you give. You get what you give.
It's so funny too, because you feel it, like, especially if you're just doing transactions, like, your bank account starts to dwindle, your files are closing, you're like, oh shoot, I gotta go make money, I gotta go to that, But at EXP, that was why I came. I was sick of just running the transactions. 2 years ago, that was all I had for income. Now we have multiple businesses.
Absolutely.
It's not just transactions. Like, you have investments, you're a partner in a company, you have stock awards that are given to you just because you do a good job, you do your job. You icon, you get more stocks given back to you. You have a cap, but the cap's reimbursed back to you. So it, like, zeroes it out, It's
not a zero. I used to think it was a zero. It's actually a 16,000 positive in your in your account. It's your retirement plan. It's not at zero.
And and it grows.
Yeah. And that was the other thing I didn't understand, because I didn't do stocks before EXP, right? I looked at it like, I pay you 16, you pay me 16, I'm at zero, I'm good, right? But hold on a minute. No, I'm not at zero. I have 16,000 positive in a retirement account that might worth 16,000 today, but who knows what it's going to be worth when you and me retire, right? If you got those stocks when they were $8 a piece, and when we retired they are $200 a piece, then what?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, they can be a penny, just, but at least I have thousands and thousands of pennies I didn't have if I didn't switch to EXP, right?
Yeah.
So let's wrap it up. Did everybody get to? Did you share your opinion, your thoughts?
The opportunity, what I would share with someone, it doesn't matter what point you're at in your career or your life, I would recommend or suggest that we not be reactive. Don't wait for something to go wrong in your life.
Get it.
to then think of a change. Because then what? You're actually, then you have to think of a plan while you're under the severe stress that you could be under. And that's not a good situation to be in. So my husband and I actually talked about divorce before we got married. And I'm like, it's okay, babe, we're safe, right? But that is my approach in life. Like, I do like to be prepared. I'm not like a doom and gloom kind of person, but I'm calculated. I like to kind of see the road, the long road.
Yeah.
And life throws life at you.
Yeah.
And you do got to pivot, but don't be reactive. Make a decision. And you don't have to be unhappy to make a shift in your life.
Yeah.
I was super happy with the broker I was with. Like, no complaints. And people are always like, really?
Me
You
too.
weren't
Same.
happy? They
Me
don't
too.
understand that you can actually take control over your life while you're still happy, but make a business decision. So removing everything from it, all emotion, all thoughts and everything, except for the numbers. And I'm sorry, but I'd rather $16,000, stock than a glass trophy or framed paper on my wall. Like, I'd take that over, and people just don't understand. So reach out to someone, reach out to us, one of us. We'd love to talk with you, give you the right information, and help you set up your life.
Woo!
Yeah.
Team Gogo.
Amen.
Opportunity. Take it.
Well, thank you so much, everyone. Now let's go to X Camp.
Yep.
And talk
Can
AI.
I learn on thank you? Bye.
Thank you so much. That was fun.
Fun.
You guys so interesting.
I'll have to come back.
I love it.
You go. You can schedule this in my office.
Thank you.
Because the